Hi guys, welcome to tutorial 5, question 2. Let's do this. As always, I want to put the question right over here. Please read it over, pause the video, attempt it yourself. And just for help, I want to put the master theorem here too, so you have a little review instead of checking your lectures and stuff. And yeah, attempt it yourself and we'll go through it together. Alright, so for this question, we're going to actually lightning round through all of them because it's a relatively simple question. So looking at the number 1, the first issue that I can see is the n at the beginning of, tn equaling to n times tn over 2 plus 2. I'm going to put it over here, obviously. The n is a variable and it's not a constant. We're already using n, as you know, over other places. And, because n is not a constant over here, master theorem cannot be applied for it. So, that's why we can't use it over here. All right, looking at number 2, this one should punch you in the face. It says tn minus 1. And if you remember master theorem said a tn divided by b. And this kind of doesn't go with that formula. So we can't use master theorem for it. And that's the problem with number 2. Taking a look at number 3, we can see that they use log n for the function. And, it says plus log n, and that's what I mean. The problem with that is that, log n, again, in this course, the base is 2, but it doesn't matter. It's not a theta n to the power of k for any k. Again, remember, if you read the master theorem definition that I gave you, again, I'm going to have it here, that log n or that function needs to be theta of n to the power of k. In this case, that's not the case, and that's why number 3 fails. For number 4, we can see that the formula doesn't really match our master theorem formula. Again, if you remember from our master theorem formula, it said that n had to be divided by b when it's being recursively called. Whereas over here, there's 2 recursive calls that are being called that are different. If both of them were n divided by 3 or both of them were n divided by 4, yes, we could have done that because then the 2 and the 3 would have been added, and that's your a, that's constant, and then that's your b, which is n divided by b. But in this scenario, it won't work. And finally, number 5. Now, when you look at the formula, you're like, damn, where is the problem? The 2 is good for the a, the 2 is good for the b, and the function is 4n. So what's up? Here's the problem. The problem isn't in the function. The problem is in the question. This isn't like the other questions where it's asking, the theta bound, right? It says find the closed form for this function. And the master theorem cannot be used to find an exact closed form. It only gives you an asymptotic bound. So, if they ask for that, yes. But you can't use master theorem to find a closed form. And that is all for this question 2, tutorial 5. I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah.